I'm not going to talk about, like, there's just a lot of unconfirmed shit going on. People are rumor spreading. I don't know. I will tell you guys one thing. Someone was like, people messaged me like, yo, there's a data breach at Nopixel. I don't know how serious it is. All right, hold on. Let's pull it up. Okay, we'll read it and we'll try and react to this honestly. Today, Nopixel experienced unauthorized access to users' private information. We have identified the information access as users' private personal information to include IP address, Steam IDs, and 5M IDs. Okay, the last two don't matter. These are literally, this is just anyone. The Steam IDs and 5M IDs don't matter. I think. I'm pretty sure anyone can just go get those. Like if you play on Nopixel, that's just public. The only one that's of particular interest is IP addresses. IP addresses don't really matter. Like, I'll say this in a weird way. It's pretty easy to get people's IP addresses. IP is also like, IP addresses like don't matter that much. It sounds a lot scarier than it is. And it's also like not that hard to get. Kenny said, I'm not going to address any like, oh chat, we're not talking about any rumors or any like there's all sorts of bizarre speculation going on. I'm just like letting you guys know. This is like for Nopixel. I don't think the data breach sounds like, it's not like when people first said, oh my God, data breach at Nopixel. I was like, oh fuck. Doesn't look like passwords were compromised. So, you know. Anyways, that's all on that one. What's up, cuties? What's the rule change? Let's check. Yeah, could I care more about the rule? Like that stuff's like, whatever. Open image in new tab. Okay. I don't know why I read out open image in new tab. Okay. Player reports and bans. Prio reduction upon bans and warning points accumulated. Why is that so loud? Anyways, a gaggle of Ewoks, thanks for the 3 months. Fernando Acuna, thanks for the 7 months. Sloana, thanks for the 14 months. Bro, I don't know how I need to like change all of my alerts and settings because it's just cooked. Boo Mike, thanks for that gifted sub to Arium. Player reports and bans. Any user who receives a ban will have their priority reduced by 1 point. For each ban received. How many points of priority are there? How many points of priority are there? Also, C-Star, thanks for the 10 months. Does anyone know? 99? Isn't it like 5? 7? If it's 99, then this is meaningless. If it's like below 10, then it's... Like, what is golden prio? Is that 7? Or is there like, if I was to guess, it's like there's 7 levels of prio, and then there's like the golden ticket, and then there's like dev ticket. Okay. Any user who accumulates 20 warning points will have their priority reduced to maximum of 3. Oh. Wait. So it's kind of worded a little weird, but like this basically means if you get 20 warning points, your prio goes down to level 3 at max. So it doesn't matter if you have like golden ticket. If you get 20 warning points at max, you'll be at 3. And it means it could go lower. Any user who accumulates 30 warning points will have their priority fully removed until it's earned back. So is 30 warning points a ban? Oh, so you'll get banned and then you'll Mr. K was 20 probably last time we checked. What can you get warning points for, Blau? I don't know. Do you guys want me to is it bad if I messaged like Viggy or Nidus and was like, yo, have I ever gotten reported? Let's ask them. I'm just kind of curious. Maybe they'll answer. I feel like Viggy would answer that. Let's ask him. I'm kind of just curious. I'm going to tell him he doesn't have to answer. I say, hey, just curious, you don't have to answer. Have I ever been reported? Well, I feel like I'm trying to kind of like educate you guys on it too, right? Like, I'm going to assume, I'm going to say, you don't have to answer. Just curious. I feel like, do you know how many warning points you have? I'm going to assume, okay, here's my assumption on how this works. I'm going to assume some things, chat, and I could be wrong. If I was to bet something, I bet you I have been reported, and I bet no punishment was issued. I do know I was reported once. And it was when I was an admin, and that's how I know about it. I've already talked about this on stream. It was actually funny. I was reported. I'm gonna say by who, but I was reported. Actually, I don't even know if it was a full-on report or if it was like they were just like, "Oh, this was weird." It was when I pulled a helicopter out during a chase while Mickey was being chased. But it was kind of an SBS chase. But it actually led to us changing the rules and saying you can't pull helicopters out, or like you can't pull stuff out mid chase. I don't think I have any warning. I've never been issued warning points. I'm gonna guess that if you're issued warning points, this is actually something I wanted to ask. I would want Viggy to answer. I would want Viggy to say, like, yes, you are told if you have warning point. I'm like 95% sure that if you get warning points, you are notified, because it's basically like, hey, we're issuing these warning points. I've never had any warning points, so. Rin Matrix says, not being able to know how many warning points you have is kind of bad with a system like this. Yeah, but I think you know, I think you're told how many warning points you have. I've never gotten warning points, so I just don't know. Leaky MMBM. Damn, you have been on the server for how long and you have never had warning points? Are you playing a different game? I don't think it's that hard to not like. I'm not saying it's like. Okay, you all right. You know what? Fuck it. I'll drop a hot take. People act like getting warning points is a fucking normal thing on Nopixel, and I want to be very clear. I think that's fucking insane. I was a dev for Riot, and I got chat restricted and banned. Playing League of Legends. Like, I'm not gonna act like I'm fucking goody two shoes. Okay. Train always makes fun of me and calls me, you know, another one of the up and coming Disney streamers, yada yada. Listen, I literally got banned playing League of Legends when I worked there. I'm not a fucking saint. But somehow I've never been fucking reported on Nopixel. So it's like just think about that. It's easier to, I mean, granted, Riot hands out chat restrictions like candy, but I literally got banned in League of Legends when I was a dev there, and I've never managed to get in trouble on Nopixel. Someone said no, most sane league worker. Like, okay, here's it. Like, you think Sykkuno has ever gotten reported in fucking GTA? Schlagen said, well, gonna let you know in public in the public server, just for saying something in roleplay, you can get perma. For the example you gave, you said, I tell a friend to be careful not to get raped in jail. And they gave me a perma for that. Dude. I feel like that chatter is the exact, like, that is the exact person that I'm talking about. Where I'm like, I think people just, holy shit. That is a great reason to be like, yeah, man, Nopixel community's real. Like, dude, they're soft as fuck, man. They're handing out bans and warning points. I just told someone not to get, like, damn, dude. Yeah, man, they really were unfair to you, man. Holy shit. Schlagen then says the problem is people use that every day. Oh, people make rape jokes every day. Oh, cool. Then, well, if they're doing it every day, that changes everything then. Bro, is this guy, are you a real person? This is a discombobulating time to watch it. Hey, listen, I've said this before and I'll say it again. There's a lot of stuff in roleplay that just shouldn't be there. Like, yeah, I've said before, like, oh, like I'm being like, if I'm like overly like for instance, if I have a character that's overly like sexually aggressive towards women on the server, and I'm like, oh, but this happens in real life, So I'm like playing characters. It's like, okay, but this isn't real life. It's still a roleplay server, and that's just really uncomfortable roleplay that people don't want to be involved in. It's kind of like, I think the analogy I've given once before, it's like if you go do an improv class and you're like and like you've met these people for the first time, you're doing an improv class and you're like making jokes, and there's like kind of like acceptable things you can kind of make jokes about. But if you were taking an improv class and then you just started making jokes about rape, that would be totally inappropriate and people would think you're a fucking psychopath. Like, it's not that. Holy shit. Like, damn. Yeah, there's just like, that's why it's like crazy. I think there's like a meta conversation here. There's a meta conversation here that we were just discussing, like warning points in Nopixel. And my comment, my general take was, it's kind of like, I'm not saying I'm never going to get warning points. I'm not some fucking angel, right? My point is like, yeah, maybe I'll get punished for something, banned for something, whatever. I can see it happening. But my general take is like, hey, you actually can play on the server and just not do that. And then there are literal chatters who unironically come in here and are like, yeah, but they'll ban you for anything, man. I made a rape joke once and got banned for it. And it's like, just the insane lack of self-awareness is crazy. Rafa, why'd you get timed out? Oh, you vanished yourself. Damn. Mystic Joker said, Blaustoys, did you do any work as an admin? Be honest. No. I didn't do anything. I was very much cosmetic admin. I didn't do anything. I mean, like, I really, by the way, I really appreciated Coil and Han for giving me the opportunity. It was something I was like interested in doing, but it ended up, I just didn't have time. This was also around when I was transitioning to doing full-time content. Because this was around, I don't know when it was, but like I was just so fucking busy. Yeah, it's like I tried it and it didn't work out. It's also, I want to be very clear. And by the way, I'll even tell you, they like, if you guys want to be like, oh, Blau stepped down. No, they told me, they're like, yo, like, we're going to remove you from the admin team because you're not doing any work. And I was like, yeah, that's totally fair. But I'm not like, it's not like fired. It's like, you don't get paid. It's like, and honestly, that's why, like, bless the admins who actually do admin work for Nopixel, because it's unpaid work. Blaustoys was fired as an admin. Oh, they were totally right, dude. I was just like chilling. I wasn't doing anything. They're like, hey, man, like, yeah, you're not really doing anything. I was like, yeah, I know. I'm like, oh, okay. Good clickbait. Yeah. Oh, the devs are definitely paid. Maybe some of the admins at a certain point get paid. I don't know. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I don't like the lights freaking out, by the way. I'm changing them. They're voice activated. Honestly, yeah, that was too much. All right, that's 2 orange. I already have orange. I already deal with the do the warning points. Oh, for people asking about the sweater just now coming in, this is from Maybe Crazy, and this was a Christmas gift from Valkyrie. Are you planning to return the hoodie? The tag is still on. Yeah, you guys caught me. I'm planning to return Ray gift. I hate it. I hate it so much, that word on stream. No, I just haven't taken the tag off because I'm lazy. Oh my God. I went downstairs today before I started stream to go cut the tag off, but I forgot why I went downstairs. And I remember I was in the living room and I was just like, I had like this like weird moment. I was like, why am I here? Why did I walk downstairs? What am I doing? Like, it was like an existential crisis too. Like, I knew I had a reason to come downstairs and I totally forgot what it was. Went back upstairs, got ready, started the stream, and now I finally remember what it was. It was to cut the tag off. How often does Red Bull send you a refill? Every month. I actually have a refill that I need to put in the fridge, but I haven't done it yet. Do it now before you get. No. Oh, we didn't get to discuss this change though. I think this is good. Yeah, I think it's a good system. I also like that it's not like it's not too harsh, right? They're not like, yo, your prio's just fucking giga nuked if you do one thing. It's very, I like any system that has like multiple tiers where it's like, hey, you get warning points. Or if you get banned, we're gonna reduce your warning points. Cool. We're gonna reduce your prio. And that's like, hey, if you get, oh my God, Smolder, bro, thanks for the 20 gifted subs, man. That's crazy. Smolder, you're a legend. Thanks, man. 20 gifted subs coming in. Pia La Rosia, thanks for the 12 months. Ole Marcus, thanks for the 4 months. And Leno, thanks for the 7 months. And Sunflower, thanks for the tier 1. Damn, lots of subs coming in today. How big of a deal is 1 point of prio? I think it's a pretty big deal. Like, I think 1 point is actually, from what it sounds like there's around like 7 tiers of prio. I feel like getting removed to 3 is a really big deal. So if you get, dude, if you got 20 warning points, that's actually kind of like, that's pretty strict. Prior reduction came just in time for Ramos. How many warning points does Rami have? I don't think I think this is the kind of stuff where you can't pay to get out of it. You know? Like if you I only say that because I'm pretty sure he's talked about it publicly. I'm not trying to like shame Rami. I'm pretty sure he's talked about it publicly. Someone asked what mic I use. I use a Shure SM7B. They're like, these are like the go-to podcast mics. And then, but you need like a mixer with it. Wait, is Rami in here? Rami says, Rami says, I have 0. Bro, there was, no. There was like, I swear I saw some clip of you saying that you like, where you're like, where you're like, oh, I can't say anything. I'm already on like 25 points or some shit. I remember seeing you say some shit. Oh, 3 months ago? So they wear off. Oh, wait, Rami can tell us this. Rami, when you get warning points, you're told that you get warning points, right? And then they're like strikes on a car in game. They wear off, right? It like takes like a month or something, or like 2 months. Okay. Two months they drop. All right. Bro, Rami letting us know how the system works. Let's go. Kunzi, thank you for the gifted sub to Rami. I will say, I mean, like, I bet you Rami would even agree with this take, though. The nature of the RP you do will also put you more or less at risk for warning points. It's just the nature of like what kind of stuff you're involved in, right? So when I say like, I've never gotten more, like, okay, rule breaks are more likely to, like, the way especially the way I've been playing Mickey as mayor, I'm not really ever putting myself in a situation where like rule breaks could occur. Yeah, like civs are very rarely put into those situations. The only time I could see civs doing it, and they would just get permabanned for this, is like mechanic abuse, right? Where it's like if you're a civ and you figure out some way to, like, I remember there's some people who got like permabanned for abusing like the ticket systems, stuff like that, right? That's the only way. Yeah, like abusing tickets is the only way I really see civs doing it. Hi, Blousers. Can you describe Mickey S in a few words? Mickey's a fucking psychopath. Mickey's very nihilistic and is supposed to be. There's like a few like IRL. Like if you guys want to know the IRL, I think a better way also, I can give you like words that describe him. But my favorite way of describing characters is like what parts of other characters do they have in them? There's Harley Quinn in Mickey. There's Rusty from Ocean's 11 in Mickey. There's Daredevil in Mickey. Who are some of the other main people of influence? Yeah, he's more of a sociopath. True. He actually supposed to, like, in a lot of the ways that, like, there's actually like a lot of Ryan Reynolds influence as well. Yeah, Sterling Archer, both in looks and behavior. Sterling Archer. Archer was one of my like biggest influences for the character, actually. Early on, Miller from The Expanse was an influence as well. Washed up, annoying, petty. Oh, Mickey's 100%. Like, Mickey is an annoying character. He's supposed to annoy people. And he's definitely petty. Jogi said, I did so many fucking business proposals, motherfucker. And we love you for that. Bro, as soon as you said that you wanted Emma Gain to help as a deputy mayor, I was like, oh, thank God. People forget that, like, in terms of like mayor RP, a lot of the previous mayors walked so that Mickey could run. Like, Andy set up so much of the systems for mayor. Jogi, when she was on Emma, like Emma Gain was like arguably like the most effective, like hardworking mayor. I don't actually have Mickey work as mayor. Mickey is like a, it's kind of weird. It's like mayor was almost always a OOC kind of, like there's a lot of OOC responsibility. If you guys really want to know, when I took over as mayor, I said, fuck all that shit. Let's just go crazy. And that's what I did. Oh yeah, like, dude. What was the inspiration for the stripper firefighter arc? I didn't really, like, when I was originally role-playing Nopixel, I didn't even know what I want. I just started the character with like some ideas, and then fun things just occurred where I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll just have my character be a stripper. That seems fun. And honestly, him doing the stripper arc was like kind of like what led him down the path to becoming the character he is now. Anyways, chat, we got something fun for you. Afro said, you ain't shit without the VU in Southside. Got it? True. Oh my God. Afro, was it you? I don't know if it was you, but it was someone. I actually think I almost got reported for it, but people were like, oh, he's like a new RPer, like he didn't know. I got into beef with someone from GSF. This is like long time ago. I'm talking like this would have been in the first like few weeks of Nopixel, and they pulled a knife on Mickey outside of the VU, and then I was like, oh, he pulled a knife? Fuck it, I'll pull a gun. Which nowadays, if someone pulled a knife on my character and like they're close enough to me, I'm gonna let them role play. I'm like, oh fuck, man, don't do anything with that knife, right? But at the time I was like, oh, he has a knife, well I have a gun. Like it was almost like a like Rust mentality where it's like, oh, you pulled out like a fucking prim crossbow, let me pull out my fucking AK. I pulled out a gun, blasted him. That was the origins of NVL, honestly. Was that you, Afro? It was literally bringing a knife to a gunfight. But like honestly, like that's a scenario that I probably would play out differently nowadays. That wasn't you? I didn't think it was you. I just remember it was some GSF character. I didn't think it was you. Nowadays, people don't give a fuck about knives. They still act the same. I think it's like, I think one of the things is that like, and again, maybe I have bad RP takes on this, but like, I think one of the things is you have to consider, okay, this person's doing this thing. What are my, like, how do I respond that creates the best content? So if someone's like in front of Mickey and like pulls out a fucking knife and there's some crazy person, like, and even if I have a gun on my character, I'm like, well, I could just pull out my gun and shoot him. And then it's kind of just done. Like it's just like at that point it's escalated to the fun. But it's like, what happens if this guy kidnaps Mickey with a knife? Where are we going? What do they want from Mickey? Like there's so much more possibility with the like going along with it, right? Yeah, I was like letting Kirk go. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, chat's super vibey. Anyways,